Hey guys, Johnny Crims 2000 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Spider-Man 2000 for the Sega Dreamcast. This is part 3, and immediately here we are continuing to move our way up this giant scaffold, however you want to call this tall building, and now we are playing as Spider-Man 2099, the last costume, the last different costume at least for this game. Now this one's actually a little bit different. This one was not worn by Peter Parker. It originated from the limited series called Spider-Man 2099. So it's not actually Peter Parker, it's actually a guy named Miguel O'Hara, I never know how to pronounce his name. And he's actually a different person from the year 2099, and his whole spiel was that he lives in the year 2099 in the future, and he wanted to recreate, he's like a very brilliant geneticist. Ooh. And he wanted to recreate the powers of the original Spider-Man. So I can't remember the exact details, but eventually, like, an accident caused half of his DNA to be kind of spliced in with spider DNA, and that eventually gave him, you know, the original Spider-Man's powers and such. You can also find him in more recent games, actually. I think Edge of Reality and Shattered Dimensions, which I haven't played any of the more recent Spider-Man games, which is all kinds of a shame. The last real Spider-Man game that I played so far is the Spider-Man 3, which is meh. I mean, it's not bad, it's just kind of it didn't get good reviews, let's just say that. And I'm kind of one of those that thinks that it's a little bit meh, but I don't know, I may eventually play it. I am looking to play the movie tie-in games at some point down the line. But anyways, you guys may have seen me there kind of toying around with the large scaffold, or I don't even remember what those things are called. I'm looking for the Green Goblin little hideout thing. I think I mentioned it before, but I couldn't find it. I think it's in an earlier level. And here you may notice again that I am back to playing as the original Spidey. So as I said before, there are 10 costumes, 3 of them. The first 3 that I showed off where I'm not going to be playing them again at all in this entire Let's Play, and then eventually after 2099 I'm just going to go back, you know, revert back to the original 6. So yeah, so I'm just going to cycle through all of them throughout the entire Let's Play. You know, keep things fresh, right? Anyway, here, after a very long time running away from the cops, we just have to swing over there to the tall building and we'll see a movie.
Hey, you gonna pay for that tower? Uh-oh, spider sense tingling. One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic proposition I've ever had.
Black Cat? Oh, I'm so glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a message for you.
Venom's ugly face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
What is this, the bad guy Olympics? Look, Times Square is on the way to Omnitech. Let's find out what Venom's up to, and then we'll tackle Rhino.
The Venom Marathon continues on the biggest TV in New York. We're shouting out to the whole big rotten apple here, people.
Sad thing is, he'll probably get his own talk show for this.
So we've got this beautiful redhead. You know her. She's one of those famous bimbos. We have decided that this poor little lassie has 24 hours to live. 24 hours! Oh, by the way, her name is Mary Jane Parker.
No. Mary Jane?
So, just in case someone, I don't know who it could be, if any of you type-wearing freaks out there want to save little Miss Fashion Model, then bring it on! Meanwhile, New Yorkers, the Venom Marathon will continue!
Listen, I realize what this means. Forget about helping me with Omnitech. I can handle Rhino.
Rhino by yourself? Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being Spider-Man has given me a lot and taken a lot away, but one thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now. I won't let them down. Then I'll stop Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
Alright, so we are facing a whole bunch of enemies now. So, just gonna quickly save my progress here. No idea why I included this. And we're gonna be introduced to the next chapter in this great adventure as we move on, and we're gonna fight Rhino with Black Cat, or are we?
We're too late. That makes 2 major technology heists in 2 days.
That leaves one question. Where's Rhino?
Cat!
Well, if it ain't Bug Boy!
Uh-oh.
Boys, Spidey fans, Black Cat is out. Rhino's looking to take Spidey down as well. But fortunately for the web slinger, Rhino's only got a one-track mind.
Alright, so nope, we are not getting the pleasure of fighting beside Black Cat, as she was quickly taken out by Rhino, and for some reason she just disappears throughout this entire battle. We don't really know where she went to. And yeah, this is our fight with the Rhino. He kind of just came out of nowhere, really. I really like Spider-Man's line there. It's like, man, what's up with this? Like the villain Olympics? He's kind of right, because all these villains are coming out of nowhere. But anyway, here we are again with the Ben Reilly costumes. I'm not going to explain them anymore, so I can go ahead and talk about this actual boss battle. So the thing with this boss battle is that Rhino is constantly charging at you, and there's these 4, very conveniently placed electric generator things, which I really don't know what their purpose is. And you have a couple ways to fight Rhino. Really, the first way is that you have all these barrels around the corners of this room, and what you can do is you can pick them up and throw them at him, and it'll take off a little bit of life. And there's not enough of them to actually kill him, so you're going to have to rely on other methods. And the other method here is that once he starts charging, to move to the side and to let him kind of run into one of these generators, and that'll take off a couple, just a little bit of life. The thing with Rhino is that he has a lot of life, and all of these throwing all of the crates or barrels, what have you, they're not going to get rid of all his life. And also having him run into all these generators as well isn't going to get rid of all of his life. So you have to do all of them. And I do believe you can impact webbing him as well, like I'm doing there. That also takes a bit of life. But the other way, I think, is that you can also have him run into the wall right there. He gets stuck, and you can pummel him while he's stuck to the wall.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
But again, it's not that hard, despite the fact that I'm over here dying. It's really not that hard. I promise you. I'm just making this look a lot harder than it really should be. But anyway, if you just go ahead and keep up your offense there, he should go down like a little bitch. No, he's not. I like Rhino.
Spider sense team. Oh, the boys in blue again. Better hide. Best seat in the house. Octavius, what's he doing here?
Please, stand back, officers. Allow me.
Doc Ock helping the police? Maybe he is reformed. Ock's taking care of Rhino. I need to find out what happened to Black Cat. This is a job for Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. Hey, wait! Cat! Cat, it's Peter!
Peter, gotta help me. They're not really paramedics.
Perfect. Perfect.
Alright, so now we're going on to a new chapter called Enter Venom.
Well, that's my story, Johnny.
Looks like you're in a lot of trouble. You'll find Venom.
But how? Venom is invisible to my spider sense.
Knowing your luck, Venom will find you. Have faith, Spidey.
Where could she be? Gotta find her. Got no choice.
Where, what a wuss. Hey, wanna race? Parker hates it when I get the drop on it.
I hate it when he gets the drop on me.
Alright, so now we're going to go on to a new level, and the entire purpose of this level is that we're constantly chasing after Venom here. And yes, we are Scarlet Spider one more time. And I love, in the previous scene with Black Cat and Dr. Octavius capturing Rhino, I love the fact that his little contraption there that he used to grab onto Rhino is called a Trapmatic. I love that. It's so cheesy, it's so campy. It's like, the Trapmatic. Like, what else could you use that for? And I also love the utter like rape faces that were on those obvious, not so medical personnel. So creepy. Like it makes you wonder like what they're gonna do with her. So anyway, here you see at the top of your screen there that there is there's a huge bar with your face on it and Venom's face on it. And basically what this is, it's
Come on, Parker.
the mechanic of this stage is that you have to constantly chase after Venom here. And I love this little cutscene, by the way. I'm just going to talk over it because it's not that much. It's just them going through an entire building and people screaming and stuff like that. But yeah, this entire level is that Venom is constantly running away from you, so you have to chase after him. And the closer that you are to him, the closer that your little icon is to the Venom icon at the top of your screen there. If you get too far away, if he gets too far away from you, you will lose automatically. Because you know he gets away from you, and the thing with that is that it's not that hard. It can get harder, you know, in higher difficulty when he gets a lot, you know, he gets a lot faster, and he also, for whatever reason, he doesn't slow down as much, is what I found. But he shouldn't be that hard. And quick fact here is that little section when both Spider-Man and Venom came out of the building, in the PlayStation version, and maybe the N64 version, there's a little glitch where Spider-Man gets stuck. So they fixed it here by having him automatically swing to the building. Just a nice little touch. Anyway, cutscene.
If you want to fight, follow me.
Love that little breakthrough thing, by the way.
Where'd Spider-Wuss go? Spider-Wuss! Come out and play!
Tag!
Alright, so now we're facing off against Venom, and I promise you guys that this was not intentional, having symbiote Spider-Man go up against Venom. It was completely unintentional. It just so happened to work that way. I have a list of, you know, the order in which the costumes appear, and it just so happened that Black Suit Spidey was going to go up against Venom. It's a little, you know, it looks awesome, but, you know, I promise you guys I didn't mean for that to happen. But anyway, this is our first battle with Venom. I say first because we will be battling him multiple times, and it can be a little bit annoying. The thing with this game is that for whatever reason they make Venom disappear. Now, Venom in the comic books, as far as I know, doesn't have that power. He can't just disappear whenever he wants to. The only thing that I can see why they do it like that in here is because in the comics, Venom is invisible to Spider-Man's spider sense, so he can't, you know, so Peter doesn't know if Venom is like right behind him or something. Like, Venom is one of the few people that can actually sneak up on Spidey without triggering his spider sense. So from a gameplay perspective, I guess that's what they were trying to, you know, to go for. It's like having him disappear, like you don't know where he is, like you can't tell where he's coming from. So that's cool, I guess, although a little bit annoying. And I hate when, you know, Venom grabs you and starts licking you and stuff like that. It's so gross. But anyway, one more hit and we shall be done with Venom, and we'll have one more cutscene, and this is the end of part 3. I'm just going to go ahead and say my goodbyes right now. I'll see you in part 4. Alright, peace out. As always, if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more stuff from me. In the meantime, if you like my videos, be sure to find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Raptr, and Screwattack.com to see the other gaming related content that I upload. Info is in the description. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my stuff. Maybe Maybe?